5 more.
So
we're gonna go till you get 5.
Okay.
5. That's the goal.
1.
5.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. At first I thought you were crying. I was like, no.
This is your soldier you brought.
Hey everybody, it's Tony with Big T Bariatric and I'm back at you with another video, and today we're going to cover the absolute worst of Gorlock the Destroyer. But before we get into that, if you could do me a huge favor, look down below and see if you're still subscribed to my channel, and if you're not, hit that button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about this video. If you don't know who Gorlock the Destroyer is, then you're in for a treat. In my opinion, she is one of the worst trends going on social media right now. She's this absolute fat person who thinks she's the hottest thing since Britney, bitch. In fact, she'll actually go on camera and say that she is a bad bitch, she's this, she's that. She just thinks that she's absolutely wonderful. And in my opinion, the way she's doing it, she's absolutely glorifying obesity, wearing skin-tight clothing, then parading herself among other men. But anyways, we're gonna get into it right away.
Say your occupation one more time for us.
Just so they can...
My occupation is a certified bad bitch.
What was your age? What was your age again?
Very much baddie vibes. I'm 23 years old.
Okay, and Kiko 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 23. And certified bad bitch or boss?
Very much baddie vibes.
Baddie,
like
what?
full-time baddie, no breaks.
What? So
it's very much full-time.
What does that mean? Can you explain that?
It's just a lifestyle. Like it's. I mean, if you get it, you get it. The rules are there. I mean, I feel like every woman can be a certified baddie. It's just the mindset, and it's a full-time.
I think it's funny where she says the rules are there when she's absolutely making up the rules as she goes. Her career, her job choice is being a certified baddie. Like, what kind of career is that? She gets to make money going on camera, doing all these tricks for all these people, going on all these different TikToks and YouTube channels and all this stuff, and that's how she makes her money, making fun of herself and calling herself a bad bitch? In my mind, that's just absolute delusion. There was a set of rules of what makes somebody a baddie out there. I don't think her picture would be on that list. Like, there's absolutely nothing about her that makes her a baddie. But she absolutely thinks that she is. So what's the problem here? I mean, if it's a mindset, well then your mindset is completely bonkers. Because baddie isn't a career choice. Baddie isn't really adding anything to the society. And if you consider how big she is at just 23 years old, her being a baddie isn't going to last very much longer. Her body's going to start breaking down, and then she's not going to have a career to fall back on. This is someone who is just completely living in delusional la-la land, who refuses to get a real job, who refuses to contribute to society, has nothing to offer other than looking like a troll, taking the name Gorlock the Destroyer out there and making as much money off of it as she absolutely can, while glorifying obesity at the same time, and that's absolutely terrible.
Deadass, would you guys actually see yourself dating somebody like me?
No. I would not. You're physically not my type.
Yeah, I'm also gonna pass.
I just personally couldn't do it.
I just don't think you're my type.
I'm gonna pass as well in the most respectful way. I just think you're like very fucking huge.
I'm gonna pass as well. I have a very healthy lifestyle and I don't think you can match that.
No, I can't do anything like that, but we could probably smoke a blunt or something. I don't know.
Yeah, respectful no for me.
Absolutely.
No.
What is the point of this exercise here? Is she just absolutely making fun of herself, or are the people who run this particular channel making fun of her? I don't get the point. I mean, for her to think she's a baddie, she's a 10, she thinks she's the hottest thing since Britney, and then to present herself in front of 20 guys and get turned down by absolutely every single one of them should say something to her. It should tell her that maybe she's not as great as she thinks she is. Again, if this is the way you want to live your life, fine. But my problem is the fact that she's glorifying her obesity while she's doing it. She's one of those people who thinks that she can get away with being overweight because that just adds to her charm, that adds to her beauty. And no matter how big she gets, well, she's just the most beautiful one out there. She's a certified 10.
So I guess this was just leaked. And I just have one question. Am I supposed to be embarrassed? Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, and I was sexy as fuck then. I'm sexy as fuck now. And what about it?
Yes, you're absolutely supposed to feel ashamed of yourself. What did you do to your body? While you were a bigger person back then when you were a male, you are much larger now. And to keep defending yourself, thinking that you're just the sexy thing, the sexy monster that keeps rolling around, because you were baddie then, you're a baddie now. It doesn't matter what sex you are, you can change that up. No matter how big you get, no matter what kind of skimpy clothes that you wear, you're just this sexy thing. This attitude is absolutely ridiculous. She's taking no accountability for herself or her actions. She's going to keep changing herself, evolving into some monster. She's the butt of jokes, and she doesn't see it. She doesn't see that everybody's making fun of her. And her size absolutely contributes to that. She doesn't realize what she's doing to her body and her health. Yes, she might be making money right now doing this, and people are laughing at her expense and all this other stuff. While it might be profitable for the moment, again, it's not going to last very much longer. She doesn't realize the real harm that she's doing to herself. And she's like, well, so what? Like, am I supposed to be ashamed? Yes, you're supposed to be ashamed. Look at what you're doing to yourself. People are laughing at you. They're not laughing with you, and you're in complete delusional land thinking that everything's fine. You're just the hottest thing in the world.
What is something you don't really like?
I think a person has to have a great personality.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that a woman for me, has to be humble.
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and take the blindfold off.
Neon.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm scared. Neon. Neon.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again, what is the point of this whole exercise? That beauty is skin deep, that if you put a blindfold on somebody, that they'll be attracted to you, not even really getting to know you, but you ask them a few questions and they think, oh wow, maybe this is a nice person. But then you take the blindfold off and you see, oh wow, you got Gorlock the Destroyer sitting there on a chair. Hell no, I don't want nothing to do with her. While there is something to that, I mean, I really don't like dating apps for that reason, because you don't really get to know somebody. I mean, yeah, there's been many people who have met on dating apps for sure, right? Like, that happens. But you're really swiping through until you find a pretty face, and then when you find a pretty face, then you get to know that person. You're not going to really get to know somebody with a few moment conversation with a blindfold on. Of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you think is attractive is not what I think is attractive, just like she thinks that she's hot, and the blindfolded guy absolutely did not think that she was hot. He probably couldn't wait to get out of there. I think a lot of it has to do more with her size than anything else, than the image that she's portraying herself as a big person. Like, that is probably 90% of her identity. And then again, this is something that's getting all kinds of traction across social media. Her face is getting out there. And more people are laughing at her, and it goes back to her size, just how big she is. That is what's making her popular, is her fat. Nobody is looking at her and finding her attractive whatsoever, and she thinks that she's the hottest thing in the world.
Ask everyone to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10.
A fat 10. You can go ahead and remove your blindfolds. Hi.
Oh,
Oh my God!
Oh, no, Jesus Christ.
A fat 10.
This clip right here should put the nail in the coffin of every single fat activist who says that fat is beautiful. Because again, you can get to know somebody for a few moments when the blindfold's off and you don't know what they look like. But the second they take the blindfold off and they almost recoil and they say, oh no, I don't want nothing to do with her. That's just a big sign right there that fat is not as beautiful as you think it is. Again, it's in the eye of the beholder. I'm sure you might find somebody who finds you attractive, but when we start getting bigger and bigger, we start to notice that there are a few other things that come along with that. Maybe because they're a feeder and they want to keep feeding you. Maybe they want control over you. Maybe you're on disability and so they want to live with you and so you can keep paying for them. Like, there's all kinds of reasons. Look at Tammy's boyfriends. They all wanted to take advantage of her because she was fat. They have some sort of disorder where they only like fat women. And so that's why they kept going out with her. They didn't love her. They didn't care about her. And so I don't know if Gorlock here is trying to find love, and that's why she's going on all these shows and doing these clips where all these people are blindfolded. The reality should be smacking her in the face. She says she's a 10, but she's absolutely not a 10. I understand that as a big person. Not too many people have found me attractive. Now, the more weight I'm losing, the more people are finding me attractive. But when I was bigger, I hardly ever got hit on. Now it happens a little bit more. So I don't know if she's really trying to find love right now or if she's just enjoying the spotlight. But if she's trying to find love, she should consider losing weight. Trying to make this big point that she's beautiful, but every single guy she comes in contact with absolutely rejects her, unless she only dates black guys. Or she dates guys that want nothing to do with her, they just want to get with her for a few moments of pleasure, and that's all they want from her. But the point is, it's more difficult to find true love the bigger that you are. And losing some weight and having some more self-respect about yourself would go a long way instead of making this type of nonsense content. Anyways, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I made a good point. This is a quick video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you've not done so. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. God bless.